At the Kaolin Studio, students of all ages can learn how to create beautiful pottery right from scratch. And today, I'm joining them for my very first pottery session. Located in Markham, the Kaolin Pottery Studio was opened 6 years ago as a place for anyone to come, learn, and gain skills in pottery. The owner of the school, Raymond Chow, began learning pottery when he was 20 years old as a hobby. And now he has been doing pottery for 29 years.
Open the studio is always in my mind. I like to teach. I like to communicate with people instead of just a machine. But make me a little bit more inspiration because you only got one head and you only have your own experience, right? But if you're teaching students, you can have their point of view. You can have their experience.
Raymond feels what's special about pottery is it is three-dimensional. And whether it's a cup or a vase that you decide to create, it's a form of art you can use.
I always said, like, if you do painting, you do photographer, there's only two dimensions. For me, it's not existing in the real world. Doing pottery doesn't matter. You make a really ugly bowl, you still can use it. It is existing in the real world. And this is the main thing why I compare with a computer. I do programming. You are doing it in virtual world. You can touch it in here. You do a piece, you got a piece. And 1,000 years later, the piece will still exist.
72-year-old Mildred Ram from Richmond Hill comes to the studio at least once a week with her husband, 75-year-old Jerry Ram. Both of them have been coming here for 6 years.
It's extremely relaxing. I enjoy yoga, and I really equate the two because there's a level of relaxation that you achieve when you're doing yoga, and the secret about working with clay at my stage in life is to focus on the process as opposed to the finished product.
I compete with my wife. You know, she doesn't like it, but like I'm getting there. I couldn't do this on the wheel last year.
Some of them, they're social worker. They're extremely stressed. They came in and then they got like 3 hours, like escape, like don't need to care about the real world. Some of them, they really want to be a potter. So everybody got a different reason.
At the studio, students are involved in the entire process of creating their own piece. What starts off as a piece of clay is then formed, trimmed, and decorated to your liking. After a few days of drying, the piece is placed inside what is called a biscuit fire. Then you get to glaze your own piece and have it put into glaze firing. Once that's done, your piece is ready to be taken home.
You can create your own art from a bowl and just a normal bowl, nothing to, you got your own decoration on it, got your own piece of you in there.
Well, I think my cup turned out pretty great. If you're looking for something that's fun, relaxing, and that will give you a final product you can use, pottery is definitely a great form of art to do that. I'm Avital Borisovsky, and that's York Region Living.